Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the peninsula of Chult. And here we are, back for more Tomb of Annihilation, running a lean group today. Yeah, Phoenix Ice. Leading a bit of a lean group today. We have a couple of absentees with the Easter celebrations going on, but I am lucky enough to have these fine fellows here, and very much looking forward to jumping into the session. Hello to everyone in chat already. Good to see some familiar faces. Cloud, JR, Phantom, how you doing? Hope you're all having a great weekend and happy celebrations if that is your thing. And it's one of the festivals that hasn't got into Japan yet. Halloween is very, very much here. Like huge, probably second most celebrated place in the world apart from America. It's like they celebrate it much more than the UK does. Hang on, let me check my levels. Music, are you too loud? No, not too bad. Hey, McClover, thank you for the sub. Who gets the spin of the wheel? We're jumping into a bit of a scrap here, so good timing for it. Thank you kindly. Why are all these crystals in my sound mixer? Go away. Ugh. Waku getting the spin of the wheel. Thank you, McClover. Absolute pleasure to have you along, and thank you for the support as always. Let me just hide away all of these unnecessary sources. Sorry, everybody. There we go. I want to see the chat, I want to see game, and I want to see moi. Okay, there we go. That's all we needed. Right, so with all the cosplay over there, you'd think Halloween all year long. Fair enough. But that's very specific. And the Easter is not here at all. I did see there was one thing in the convenience store which had eggs and Easter style design on the packaging. I was like, oh, here it comes. They found a new thing to plug. Anyway. But yes, however your weekend was, be it a normal one or a celebratory one, I hope it was a good one. And we are going to kick off the week, or round things off if that's where you are in the world, with some fun down in the sewers of Port Nyanzaru. Quick shout outs to our lovely friends and supporters here. Do click on their links as they come swinging by through chat, all of the awesome stuff that you can get in your games. Although, I think with the lovely folks I see in chat, you all know that well and true already. We have the special giveaway still going on from CZRPG, the physical copy of their previous book, amazing 300 plus book, loads of locations, beautiful maps with all the variations, and the chance to get the physical copy of that this time. Follow the channel, jump onto CZRPG's mailing list, not an intrusive one by any means. Get yourself a free map pack for doing that, and follow their upcoming Kickstarter, which is not the same as pledging to it. You don't have to spend any money, you just have to follow the Kickstarter so you get a notification when it goes live, and that is coming up soon. Amazing encounters and quests. So if you want to jump in on that sorry Phantom, not that one. Hey Patros, 2-man 2 overnight. It shouldn't take long. Yeah, Pat, it's fine. It's all fine. Luckily, they're still in Port Nyanzaru. They're in the safe zone. Yeah, sorry, I should disable that when it's not on, Phantom. Thank you for trying. The links are all in that amazing command. So yeah, everyone, please do jump in on that and support the awesome CZRPG and get yourself the chance to win a fabulous book in the process. Now, also, quick shout outs to the fabulous Emma City Art, who does this beautiful character art of ours, scrolling on by there. There's Wayback, majestic, and Waku. Oh, look how perfect, timely art. The two of our adventurers here today. I kept the other one sliding on by because we do know that the titty window is a favourite. There it is. There it is. It's a thirsty chat, Charlie. It's a thirsty chat. What can we say?
We're a family show, John. We're a family show.
I don't remember that being on the brief. Pretty sure. Thank you, Phantom, for that thirsty hydrate.
If I remember the application, didn't you have a line that says, how easy is it to make you cry?
Yes. And that wasn't because I was wanting to keep it a family thing.
Right.
Had different motivations.
I think I heard you say tears draw viewers. That's what you said. Tears draw viewers.
not my phrase, but a good one, and I may subscribe to. Okay, so
tears equals subs.
Wow. Okay, no, here subs equals shenanigans. It's the other way around.
More subs? Or sorry, more sobs? More subs.
What the heck is an abstetti? Like a basset hound person? Abstetti?
Wow.
Bastetti. I think that was the attempt there. The B and the A was wrong around. A bastetti. No, catfolk. As in Bast, the feline-headed Egyptian goddess Bastetti from... Oh, where's Pat? A Bastetti is a Cobalt Press race from their Southlands setting. And we do like to have all of the options in play. And it was already lore in the Wackyverse that down here in the Chultan jungles there are temples to Bast. Not even hairless, no. No, just kind of leopard kind of markings there. Which I suppose could look like skin tones if it's too small. No. And I think I've only seen... Matt Mercer is the only one I've seen play the full, that hairless cat. The hairless Egyptian cat.
Oh.
Yeah, it was in I think it was in one of the D&D live events. Like he was actually a player in Deborah Ann Wall's game. Which, if you haven't seen it, no spoilers here, but it's good. Deborah Ann Wall did a very, very nice running of a one-shot there. And the point where Matt Mercer realised what was going on before everyone else and his face just dropped was fantastic. Okay, so... let us move on here.
I love the fact that Pat has so much courage to keep taking shots at Waymack, not realizing that I also have mod powers.
Okay, so as we are jumping into things here, our adventurers having met in the docks in Port Nyanzaru, coming together and wanting to visit the Temple of Bastet in the throat of Malar, the slum area outside the southern gates of the city. We're travelling through the hustle and bustle of the festival going on at the moment because the tyrannical dragon turtle that was holding sway over the Bay of Chult and access to the port has been lured away by Waku and friends in earlier shenanigans. Check out the Start of Omgar on our YouTube if you want to see what happened there. And the festival is going on and sponsored by the merchant princes who are about to be a lot richer, not having to pay tolls to the dragon turtle anymore. And they took part in a dinosaur race through the streets of Port Nyanzaru and did very well for themselves and have come out the other side victorious. But they didn't have time to celebrate because undead hordes spilled from the southern jungles towards the city gates, and the children who were learning their letters in the Temple of Bastet, as they are often doing, were trapped in the temple building. Our heroic adventurers sallied forth, the gates closing behind them to keep the undead out of the city, and as they fought their way through to the gates of the temple, they defeated the ravening undead hordes banging at the doors and were let inside by Waymack's cousin. Once inside and safely behind barred doors, they quickly made their way through the temple and through a secret kind of spy-like room, all sorts of intelligence and theories and lots of gathered information.
The corkboard with the
red
photos
strings.
and things with the red string everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Another Bastetti in the corner, chain smoking.
And having made their way through that room, they went down into the tombs below, where the uncle, Waymack's uncle, was interred. Recently passed away, unfortunately. Although Waku behaved himself very nicely. Well done. Didn't steal any treasure. Well done. And
it was very difficult. Thank you. I deserve the praise. The praise is now my treasure.
And as they passed through the tomb, they were searching for the secret door that that cousin Clara had been told about, but did not show up immediately. But Waymack, using their knowledge of the Bastet imagery, was curious about one of the statues down the end of the tomb, and flipping over an icon of Bastet in the statue's palm, it ground aside, revealing the secret passage behind. Descending into the depths, they made their way through flooded tunnels, defeated giant frogs, and appeared in a deserted storm drain, barred off on one end, but with a doorway in the opposite wall, and voices coming from beyond the door. As the others tried to decide what was going on, they heard that it was some sort of tense discussion, but they didn't have too much time to try and figure out what was going on, as Waku boldly opened the door and strode through, and they discovered a scene beyond, a hideout, a den of thieves, scum and villainy, if you will, and they saw a group of smugglers debating with another group of 4 Zentarum, visiting clearly from Baldur's Gate, and they seem to be discussing barrels of exotic fruit that were gathered between them. The leader of the smugglers was up on a dais, sitting atop a rather ostentatious throne-like chair, but as our adventurers stumbled through the door, blades sang as they were drawn swiftly from the sheaths at the sides of these various ne'er-do-wells, and all turned on the new arrivals. That is where we left things last time. That is where we shall dive into today's Tomb of Annihilation. Alright, so as you burst through the door and the smugglers and Zentarum thugs turn on you, blades drawn, the leader of the Zents spins, looks up at the throne, the seated figure thereupon, and shouts, "Wacko! What the bloody hell's this? What kind of shit are you trying to pull? Come, boys. This isn't for us." And they turn and storm up a flight of stairs on the opposite side of the room and leave forthwith and away, leaving you with an angry group of smugglers turning on you. I just need to check one quick name here. Today, folks, we are featuring Escape from Malaz's Throat, a addition to Tomb of Annihilation from our good friend Dan Karn. Do check out all of their amazing stuff over here. Okay, so the leader of these smugglers down here turns and shouts out, Who are you to come in here and spoil our negotiations? If you have been sent by Quayothe, then they made a terrible mistake. For you have now been caught in the net. And he slams his hands down on a control on his throne. And in the doorway, Wacko, you kind of went through the door, and Waymak, you kind of charged after him. In the doorway, a whooshing sound appears, and from the stonework around the edge of the door, vines and netting shoots out and completely entangles Brackle and Hugh, and trapping the others behind them in the storm drain. And then, and then when they're properly subdued, there is a hissing, and little feathered darts appear on their bodies, and they quickly slump to unconsciousness, hanging like marionettes tangled in their strings. As you approach, well, take your first proper look at the room beyond. And we can do that too. Let me bring you over on the map.
Oh, good. I
Yay.
like maps.
Maps.
You see, that's the kind of reaction we like to see. Not like Patch in Chisentis Tyranny on Fridays, like, no, don't let there be a battle map. Don't let there be a battle map.
What? Nah.
They were being chased by scary spider hags, which is different. But, yeah.
The man doesn't like maps.
Here we go. See, I used that new favourite horn effect that we like there, Charlie.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Here we go.
All right. Okay, there we are. Let's do this.
Now, good news first. Let me get rid of these Zentarum thugs. And that's not me being nice, because there's just two of you. This is as written.
This is we're all honorable treasure lovers here.
You chose your words carefully there, mate. Yeah.
So like, why don't I just go talk to them and figure this whole thing out? I was just trying to get away from the zombies.
So yes, you see this rough stone chamber beyond the secret. Well, no, this wasn't a secret door. This is just a door on this side of things. And you can see the barrel of fruit there. Waymack, you recognize it as dancing monkey fruit, a drug affecting kind of fruit that is popular in the recreational parts of town and certain celebrations. And it is usually under the merchant prince that the smuggler leader just mentioned is the one in charge of that kind of mercantile enterprise. And it is fair to assume that seeing you guys here, thinking that you are kind of mercenaries of them. Waku, where did you go? Did you
I'm still there.
I can't see you.
I don't see Waymack.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
You went under Waymack.
he stepped on me. Don't step on me like that anymore.
I am protecting you, little one.
We're not allowed to occupy the same space. It's right in the rules.
Only during a combat action. We are not in initiative order.
I think we're about to be there. I mean,
Are you small size?
No,
Oh, you're not small? Okay, then we
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because if you are, we could. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So, you, yes, as he accused you of being agents of that merchant prince.
I'm not an agent to anybody. Waku looks like he gets an idea. I come bearing secrets to share with you.
Waymack is standing behind him, like up and behind, just with an angry look on his furred fizz, with his hand on the hilt of his khopesh, ready to draw. But he's gonna see what the great and powerful Waku has up his sleeve before he does anything.
Okay. This is going to be a very difficult persuasion check. Actually,
I'm lending the help action by looking whatever I need to look.
Well, that would be an intimidation check.
Alright. Waymack starts purring? No. No.
Does the Puss in Boots wide-eyed? Actually, hang on. It's a deception check, isn't it?
It is.
It is not.
But you lie.
I have information that he doesn't know.
Okay.
I have information that his secret, it's the same for me. But I have information that his secret lair that he's chosen to build his little thing at has a tunnel to the temple of Bastet.
That is true. That is true. Okay, so yeah, give me.
Well.
Give me. Well, I will tell you right now. Is a difficult, check.
Make it a deception check.
No.
I
you made a good point.
I am not going to give him that information.
Oh,
I'm going to pretend to give him that information, then shoot him.
I see. Then yes, deception seems to be the the call there.
10.
10. Okay.
I Waku, the great and powerful cartographer, have a secret for you.
It's such a faulting, like, awkward thing for you to say. It's like, a likely story. Let us make them pay, and we can send their heads to their precious prince. And let's get some of that tasty initiative, my friends.
The threat cannot go unanswered.
Not great.
Oh ho ho! Ow.
Also not great.
Ow. However, I am a so typical cat fashion. Combat. I am not interested.
Would rather win that.
Exactly.
Oh, I got a 19 and a natural 20 for them.
We're just gonna have to put it into modern. Waymac's a little neurodivergent. He just hyperfixates on like a spot on the wall. You know.
Hang on. Did you both get exactly the same?
Yeah.
And you have the same decks as well?
14.
14.
Yeah. Go ahead and go first. Wade.
That's fine. We can do rollies.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah, just both roll straight d20.
Copy that. D20 up.
I'll just make this. I'll make this really easy. My action will be delay until Waymac's finished if I win.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled an eight.
Waymac's action is to. I'm holding my action. My reaction will be to see what Waku does.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
He goes first anyway. I rolled an 8.
All right. Wako, who's the leader of the smugglers here. Wako shouts out, "Intruders! The rest of you, stop lazing about up there and come and help!" As he shouts, and you hear noises to the north.
Oh no! I hate noises to the north.
And then the let's see, does he have anything ranged that we can shoot? Yes, a little hand crossbow that was tucked away behind the edge of the throne whips out and
Thwap.
thwap, indeed. Only a 9, Waku.
Not a pathwap.
Oh God!
More of a
I
twang.
said I had information. Why are you shooting me?
Because you lie, you pathetic reptile. Natural 20. There we go.
Ow.
Well, that action economy thing's gonna kick in.
2 seconds, please. Please hold. Okay, what is our damage here? It's not hideous. Could be worse.
I didn't get that roll, by the way.
You didn't get what, sorry?
That roll of the wheel.
Oh, yes. Thank you. We'll do it on your turn. Oh, max damage.
All armor
you take...
class.
Say again, mate? Oh, right,
No,
right.
if you roll, that needs all armor class.
Yeah, we should do that first, just in case it was Upsal Con.
Yeah.
I have Oops All Con still.
All right. I'm gonna.
We haven't long rested this entire thing so far.
Upsal Strength.
Oh,
It's
Nice.
my worst.
Swolbold. That's not my joke. That's my joke. What's his name? No. I was gonna say Nerdarchy. That's not him. What's the guy? He's one of the YouTubers who does all the news videos.
Nerdarchy is one that does
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but it's not.
videos.
It's a one guy. He designed the Swolbold for Cobalt Press. The art for it is amazing. I forget which one, if it's in Creature Codex or Peanut jumping at Swallow. God, what's his name? Ned. Sorry, complete blanking on it. He's covering up all the Project Black Flag stuff. But I'm not really a fan. I think Black Flag's a better name than the one they printed. It's great at peanut, eh? Okay. Now we need someone else to give another spin of the wheel so he can increase the size as well. Then it'd be spectacular.
It'll be the biggest, swollest bowl.
Okay. So there you go, my friend, chunky boy, muscly boy. And yeah, you take 14 piercing damage.
Ow!
As a crossbow bolt gets you right in the swole.
Ow!
Yeah, I don't feel particularly swole anymore.
And he is going to take cover behind his throne. And then it's Bandit's turn. Rabble.
Oh god, I hate rabble.
1, 2, 3. Charge. 4. And then I think our other friends are going to have to just dash.
Are those benches?
Yeah.
You're the swobold. Pick one up and throw it.
I mean, they do not seem to pose any kind of imposition, so probably fine. We're basically dead, by the way. Like I'm not.
This guy's going to dramatically jump up on the top of the table. Rah! Ha ha!
Oh man.
As always, please address any complaints to Duncan.
I'm gonna. Is he in chat today?
Not yet, I don't think. Haven't seen him.
No. He was running Call of Cthulhu earlier, so he may be. But yeah, I've got him on my Discord. I can definitely be like, hey Dan, you jerk.
Too many dudes. Tone it down.
Rah! But look at their beards. They're great beards. Okay. Those ones next to you guys have scimitars. So, first, Waymack, what's your AC there, then? 17?
17.
Okay. Ooh, beats it. For 7 slashing.
We can take it. Ah!
Beats it a second time. For 5 slashing. So a total of 12.
Okay.
And then Waku, on your good self there, what's your AC?
It's 13.
13. Miss with a 6, and hit with a dirty 20. You take 4 slashing.
Okay.
And Redishu coming in with inspiration for Waku. He already has it, Redishu, but we shall refresh as soon as it is used. Thank you. All right.
I'm feeling particularly inspired today.
I mean, the quote was already made last week, but I think it carries over. I'm in danger.
I'm in a large amount of danger.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Adventuring's hard.
Waymack, as you growl and your blade flashes forwards. I love that, so good.
Drawing the Kopesh, shouting out, "Ah, by the light of Ubasti!" And I will start attacking.
Rude.
I'm going to start with my first attack. What?
I got the disadvantage. Luckily, after all my attacks. But thank you.
Yeah, so I'll start attacking on the left with, we will just do the Kopesh, and I'm going to turn off that Divine Smite, so I've used about all of it. 19 for 6.
Definitely hits. 6 damage.
I
Okay.
assume that does not kill.
Nope, but on his last legs immediately.
All right,
To cut through.
Waymack will spin the blade, cruising over Waku's head, and then like a cat, he'll just reverse mid-air and swing back with a backstroke of the Kopesh. Nat 1.
Ooh. If you've got a bug slip, there's Phoenixes fly. I've got my own catchphrase. Sorry, Voltaria, a little bit of a different deal at the moment.
I just did not care enough
Oh,
to hit
McLever,
you again.
thank you.
Hey.
Is that one going to Waymack?
No, much less than I thought.
Yeah, Voltaria, have a look at this. This is what's going on today. Oop. We'll just wait and see if that's coming on you, Waymack. I assume so.
Sure.
Or me. It could be me. Who's drawing on my pretty map?
Oh, that's a 10-foot radius.
It is.
Is it?
Very cool.
Is it?
No, it's like 7. It's like 7.5.
Oh, it's gotta be bigger.
Yeah, 4x4.
Come on.
Okay, spin of the wheel for Waymack. Thank you,
Come on,
McLever.
Give me.
Awesome as
give me
always.
time.
We'll see. Here it comes. Ooh, almost as good, if not better. A mote of Bastet's divine energy issues from your sacred weapon, and you have the ability to take an immediate long rest.
Ho ho!
Double HP.
Oh, very cool.
Very nice
Very
indeed.
cool. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Awesome.
you're done there, Waymack?
Yeah, that's everything I've got. But next round, yeah, we're divine smiting like a spaz. Over to you, Waku.
Trying to figure out how to get this to go the size I would like it to go.
Just start in the top left corner and go 4x4.
Okay, just a second.
Hey, Daisy. There's an Easter egg.
Top left corner. 4 over. 4 down.
Hey, Dragon at Rest. Good to see you. There it is.
Oh god, there are too many guys. I'm gonna blow them up. Shatter.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Shatter?
Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay. Con saves. Okay. And can you roll the damage? Is it half on a pass?
It's halved on a save, that's right.
Okay, because I mean, if it's a lot, then it might not matter.
Damage beeth a lot.
That is an industry gaming term. A lot. Yeah. It's bolded, italicized in most of the rule books.
It's 13 on a pass. Or, sorry, 13 on a fail.
13 on a fail, and then, so 6 on a pass?
Yep.
Okay. So, good luck, friends.
Please don't have luck.
Con save, you said, right?
Yeah.
DC?
DC 15.
15. Okay, so I go top to bottom, left to right. So the top 2, then the third, and then the bottom 3. So 6 d20s, and I need... Is it a 13?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a 12 or more. They're +1.
Sorry. 15, I said.
15.
15
DC?
is my save DC.
Ugh. Okay, so I need a 14 or more. So
Or
I'm
they
doing
die.
And roll 20, folks. Huh. Okay,
2 saves.
are okay. So describe to me, or as we like to say on the channel here, tell me what happens to these unfortunate souls.
As we've seen before now, Waku raises his hand in the air, and the effigy of a banshee shoots out and screams. And the poor souls in front of him start to shake and convulse as their bodies are torn apart by the viciousness of the sound.
that one.
I feel that needs to be comma and nothing identifiable remains. Dot. Full stop.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the spell. Oh, I mean, nothing identifiable of the Banshee.
What type of damage is
Well,
it?
of their bodies, you know.
It is thunder damage.
Okay. So yeah, there is just a tearing, screaming sound as this necromantic energy just manifests and then starts swirling around in that space. All of those smugglers just start screaming and with a cacophonous howling of the banshees. The three that were stood right in front of you and one of those just running from the other room are just fall down, just their noses and ears just bleeding, and from their eyes as well, and they all just collapse, and the others are immediately thrown onto their last legs as they're just hands over their ears, just down on their knees, howling in the agony of this spell. And Wacko, the leader up on the dais there over in the east side of the chamber, stands up from behind the throne and holds that hand crossbow and his other hand up, and he's like, okay, we get your point. Look, we're sorry. We tried to ship this fruit. Again, as written, if 4 or more are killed, they will surrender.
Yeah. I have a picture of Waymack standing there, a little bit of blood on his sword, bits of smuggler all over the chamber, his mouth wide open, his eyes really wide, just looking at Waku, looking at Wako, surrendering, looking at Waku, and just like,
right?
Just like, what the hell? Well done.
And everyone, drop your weapons.
Drop it, and they'll drop their. They have the scimitars.
Waymack drops his too. Like, oh, sorry, picks it up. That was very great, very powerful.
Waku is looking around Is there any treasure in this room?
No.
Does Waku ask that out loud?
That's the wrong answer.
Does Waku ask that out loud?
No, we'll get there in a moment.
Okay. That is most impressive.
Please. What do you want? Perhaps we can work together. Does the prince need more workers, more options for shipping?
But Waku's little reptile feet, patter against the stone as he walks up, and he's like, yes, the prince needs many things, but I am an amiable, great and powerful future dragon. What I need is money. I can be bought off.
Waymack, before you follow Waku there. Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Cousin Clara has come over to where Hugh and Brackle are hanging in this, netting and vines, and she's trying to make sure they don't choke on their own tongues or anything. And she whispers to you, Waymack, seeing the style of their clothes and the insignia that some of them have, and she's like, Waymack, these This is the hideout of the net. They are a fairly extensive smuggling operation and could be a good source of information. And potential useful allies if we can press them into our service and the service of Bast.
I understand. Waku. Perhaps it would be the true treasure is the treasure of friendship.
How does Waku react to that?
Just staring at you like, like, no.
Listen. I value friendship. However, what I value more than friendship is money. And
go ahead.
and just a second. We can do a valuable business relationship, one in which I continue to get money in exchange for services.
Waymack looks over his shoulder at Cousin Clara and quietly says, "How much money is in the discretionary fund? Can we allocate?" Looks at Waku, kind of judging, head side to side. 10 gold coins every moon cycle for the little fellow, if we can make them allies of the church.
Clara says, come on, Waymack, you know what it is like. We have to fundraise for everything that we do already. I was already researching possible missions that you could undertake to mount your expedition into the forest. True. Oh, Waymack! You said in your correspondence that you feared the thing you are searching for was taken by pirates?
Indeed.
Smugglers and pirates walk hand in hand.
This is true.
Perhaps the best treasure they could have is information.
I understand this. You understand this, Clara, but the great and powerful Waku, pointing at the little swobold up there, I don't think he does.
So I love how it is like on the map. Waku is like behind a pillar, like peeking around at the boss. Is that because he got shot so badly?
All right, so he'll step out.
It's okay.
From behind the pillar now, and he'll say, "As you can see, we're having a great discussion about how to handle this going forward. So I propose two treasures are given this day, one of information and one of currency."
Wako, the leader Wako says, very well. You. And he points to the smuggler up in the northwest corner there. Prove to him that you have no arms, and go and fetch a fitting price for our lives. And he nods, and he comes over to you, Waymack, with his hands up.
Wait, at this point, Wayback's like,
He's definitely got arms.
And you pat him down, and he's not carrying anything else apart from the scimitar and the crossbow that he threw on the table there, as they step back against the far wall. After you've proven that he's unarmed,
we're not worried about them because
he goes through that northern passageway next to the stairs that clearly lead up in towards the city, which is where the Zentarum went. And he disappears up there for a moment.
Okay.
And you can carry on your conversation until he comes back? Or wait?
Waymack will stand in the back, kind of one hand on the Kopesh.
Yeah.
Just in case, with one eye up the stairs, in case there's a double cross in mind. But behind the great and powerful Waku will kind of... Well, they're going to go get money, so okay, yeah, he's just waiting.
And my friend wants to know where the pirates are.
I seek a Captain Oriana. Have you heard this name?
The leader of the smugglers seems unwilling to share the information, but realizing the situation, seems to come to a decision, and his kind of shoulders slump a bit, and he just like collapses into the chair, just slumped in it. I do. Yes.
You need to tell him.
But you only asked if I knew of the pirates.
Well, now I'm asking you where they are, so it's a new question. Please answer it.
There is... There is a cove. Constantly hidden by mists and steams created by lava flows that empty into the ocean. At the back of the cove, there is a secret anchorage that the pirates use. Now, Waku, can you give me an intimidation check with advantage?
Yep.
For the explosive nature of your negotiating.
You just vaporized half their crew.
They're not vaporized. They're just very...
all over the room.
No. They didn't explode. It was only it was thunder damage. They're just bleeding from eyes and mouths and.
That's enough.
Plenty.
17.
17. Okay. Let's just try to see how much information he would give you here. There is this secret anchorage. It is known as Jahaka Anchorage. There are 3 pirates. The one you seek, he calls out to you, Emak.
Yeah.
And 2 others. And
who are the other 2? Are they captains with their own ship and crew?
Yes. Let me quickly grab their names for you.
Alright.
Because this is back in the official module. I just also have to decide which of them to replace with yours.
No problem.
I'll give you the 3 names so you can decide which one you want to not be them.
Sure.
Choose your favorite 2. The Land of Cholt. There we go. Jahaka. Is this alphabetical? Yes. Jahaka Anchorage.
Jahaka.
And there we go. Oh, what a pretty bunch. So I just saw the pirates. Okay, we have Captain Elok Jaharwan, Captain Laskelar, and Captain Zarum Al-Saryak.
I will take Lascalar and Al-Saryak.
Okay, so Elok Jaharwan is gone.
Alright, Lascalar and Al-Saryak. I'm just doing phonetic spell, or whatever.
Yep.
Spelling by sound, Al-Sarak,
I'll put them in chat if you want.
please.
So, Elok becomes, and remind me the name of yours, please.
Oriana.
That's right. Thank you.
That becomes a bigger fish too if she's allied up with other crews.
Don't make it too easy for you.
Shit, right? Like,
but
here's your quest line. Get into the dungeon.
I mean, this is again, and this happens all the time, pretty much with every campaign almost. The backstories that the players have just tie so nicely into parts of the actual module itself.
Yeah.
Like it gets to the point where, I'm not literally, but I kind of get it's like, did you guys read the module before we started?
I did. Yeah.
I actually, what's funny? It's because I do have like a lot of the books that I just never got into because I didn't run them.
Right.
And so you were saying that, and I looked over and like, do I have Tomb of Annihilation? I don't think I do.
Speaking of spellings, I messed up Orlana's spelling. There you go. Okay, so Elok is now Orlana.
Right.
Okay. So. Yes, but this is a very good means of getting the upper hand here. You actually know where this place is. Because like as far as the adventure's written, you kind of, unless you find out about it from somebody like this, then you just have to kind of stumble on it by mistake, kind of thing.
Well, there will be no mistakes now.
Now he nervously looks at Waku and over at the crumpled forms of the dead smugglers in the south of the chamber there, and he's like, and there is something else you should know.
Continue.
The pirates are in league with the Flaming Fist.
The Flaming Fist. The
No.
Flaming Fist.
Waku, you know who they are, and Waymak, you do too. Waymak, actually, the headquarters of the Flaming Fist, Fort Bellurian, I want to say. Belwarian, I guess. Sorry. Fort Belwarian, which is the headquarters of the Flaming Fist in Chult here, is very close to your village.
Okay.
And I think, sorry, slight apologies to Colby here, with Hugh not in the game as it were today. Clara actually calls out to you, Waymak, and tugs something from Hugh's robes. Yeah, just from Hugh's pack. And you've seen Hugh looking at this as well, and he was navigating away through the Bray of Chult and things. I mean, he has this incomplete but decently elaborate map of the Chultan Peninsula, which is the best you've ever seen, which is why you hired him in the first place.
Right.
And yeah, you think it's safe here. This is something that you and Hugh had talked about when you were traveling together, and you had warned him about this. If certain folks know about this map, then they would potentially violently try and take it, because it is a very, very good map.
Because everybody else's map, a lot of their here be dragons, just empty spaces.
Exactly.
in it,
Exactly. And I'm gonna full disclosure. It's not great for you guys either. Let me make sure this is all set up okay. Boop. Sorry, I should have loaded this in before.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow!
Wow, it's really mappy.
Sorry, folks, let my computer catch up.
Oh, it's actually kind of cool watching places disappear.
So yeah, here's what you could have won. Sorry. I will, as you explore the jungle, those will disappear.
And there's Chikanahui Hearth. Okay.
Yes,
cool.
I added the maps, the
that's
locations,
awesome.
yours and Hugh's villages.
And Fort Valurian is where the Flaming Fists are.
Yes.
Okay. Who are
Oh, it's
allied with.
it's the Cobalt Mountains. It's got my name on it.
Sorry.
Oh, wow, okay.
Um,
Chahaka is way down there.
People back home are gonna have to be jealous of you guys because they can't see it yet.
Oh no,
There you go, guys.
this is the part where we have to describe the map like people on.
No, sorry, it's because
shows.
it's because I Roll20 does this thing, like if you have something else open on that window, it doesn't update Roll20 until you open that that window again.
Gotcha.
So guys, there you go. Nice little pin in the map there. They are here, and yes, Chikona, what is it? Chikona.
Chikonoe means heart.
Chikonoe. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. That is Waymac's village, and north of your spot there, Waymac, is Fort Belarian, and Renacimento. Renacimento?
Is like did Colby and I just pick names that were just gonna be tongue twisters?
Apparently.
For you? Yeah, just throw a bunch of
Renacimento?
consonants and vowels at him,
I don't
you know. Hey.
Renacimento is Hugh's village up there.
Okay.
And yes, they are protected from the undead by Fort Valarian, and your village has its own protection, as you know. Nothing but hexes. Yeah, big old hex crawl in this one, Phantom. Our first proper hex crawl in on Phoenix Iwaki.
Cool beans.
Okay, and yes, can you already see Port Castigliar?
Yes.
Mesro, Refuge Bay.
Even the stuff that's supposed to be covered up, like the cities that are supposed to be in the darkness, they're on there. But
Just a couple of them.
Yeah, there's more. There's more than you can see. So I think
okay.
I think they are. I think those, that's where they're rumored to be, kind of thing.
Okay.
What is Ataz Muahahaha? That's kind of scary.
Ataz
To the
Muhaha?
south there by
Yeah.
Kitcher's Inlet.
Well, it's an X, so it's probably the last thing that the guy that destroyed it said.
Right.
John, where did you go?
I'm sorry. Into the jungle. Where is the anchorage? Searches.
Jahaka?
Yeah.
Jahaka Anchorage is over on the western shore, about midway.
Oh, my
of the
bad.
Peninsula.
My bad.
That was my eyes just went right to it.
Oh, Jahaka Bay.
Oh, that's not the anchorage?
I mean, that's the bay he just mentioned, with
Okay, yeah,
with the Cobalt Mountains being where the volcanoes are. Yeah, here, folks. Let me zoom you over there. Zoop. And the little hammer and shovel marks are dwarven strongholds.
Oh, okay. I
And-
thought they were mines.
And mine, and well, I mean, hand in hand, often.
I guess the
They are
X's
also
are
mines.
ruins.
We. Yeah,
And you know what?
if there's
You know what ruins have.
Yeah, I think we'll do like a history check to see which places you actually know what they are and which ones you just have heard of or
Sure.
are marked on the map.
If it doesn't have
Look at that.
treasure, I'm
The
not
Valley
even
of
gonna roll on
Lost
it.
Honor. Well, that's what the roll is, to see if you know if there's treasure or not. Actually, Waku knows nothing.
He knows a lot about treasure.
But this is a whole new place, a whole new world of potential treasure that you're not aware of. Okay, so There you go, my friends. Okay, yeah, so for some reason I had Jahaka on the eastern coast in my mind, but no, it's the other way. Okay, so you have. This is what I should do here, actually. Cousin Clara passes the map to you, Waymack, and says, "Have him show the location."
All right. Yeah. Wacko, come and point to where the anchorage is on this map.
And he comes down and he points out a section on the northern side of things. Yeah.
I see.
Boop.
Did you ping? I didn't see a ping.
No, I just added it. It was from the GM layer onto the map layer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. Oh, okay. Perfect. Thank you. Excellent. I must tell you, Wacko, you are quite close to more of my kind. It may be that if you wish to keep such a wonderful setup and hideout, that you will continue to be of service to myself and my cousin. And he gestures to Clara. Otherwise, we might sick the great and powerful Waku on you again. Feel a little dirty about the threat, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Absolutely. And the smuggler leader, puts his hands up. Okay, you have given a very plain demonstration of your power. You shall not receive any trouble from us.
That is good. I would hate to let him off leash again. It's just unleash the Waku.
I hate being off the leash. It's true.
you remember? It's like you remember the old Star Blazers, the Waku, like instead of the wave motion gun.
Anyway, let's
that.
tag out. You're on negotiation duty. I'm be over there. He walks over to the place where he and starts looking at some of the bodies and waving his hand in the air and making some motions.
Oh no. All right.
Wacko looks at Hugh properly now. And he's like, "Your Goliath friend from the mountains?"
As
No.
I understand.
He's not,
No.
is he?
No.
Yeah, he's from that
He's not
village
from-
on the north end there.
Yes, he is from the forests to the north.
In there, along the eastern shore of the bay.
Yes. Midway through the isthmus to the east, you are correct. Why do you ask?
Oh, we have had dealings with the village in the past. They are a naive bunch, and often helped us portage across the narrow gap of the peninsula there and avoid the dragon turtle.
So you have connections with them, and
We
you can feel.
used to. It seems like the current situation allows us to sail direct.
Which is a good thing.
For
So
us,
you have
for everyone.
Indeed. So you have access to ships, Wacko.
We do.
If we needed one to travel to the anchorage, is this something that you could arrange?
Yes, but It is not something we could do for free.
Obviously. I
We
would
are
not
aware
mean
of
for
the
you.
anchorage, but we are not welcome there.
Understood. If we were to... What is the word you types use? Partner. We would, of course, have you take us close enough that overland travel would not be overly difficult, but would still allow us the opportunity of stealth and surprise. Travel by water would necessarily prevent us from traveling through the interior of the peninsula and avoid many dangers.
That is true.
But if we're to partner on this, of course, you should be amply rewarded and recompensed for your taking upon of the risk and the effort of the services. If this is something we could do, I and my companions, we were about to set about raising funds for expeditions. Anyway, properly. Oh, yes.
He gets a hungry look in his eyes.
Excuse me.
No, you're right
That's a hard. Whew.
now. He gets a kind of hungry look in his eyes. He's like, you know, with the power of your little friend there, perhaps a shift in power, a change of leadership at the anchorage could be arranged. Ominous pause in Sirenscape there. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Waymac, I think Waymac at this point would have a hard time preventing just that smile, you know, that, because he doesn't want to give away too much of his plans. Just that he has an interest. He's not saying, am I an ally or what, but, yeah, he just says, it is something that is a possibility. Because he still doesn't know this guy, doesn't trust him, doesn't want to just say, here are my plans. I'm going to go up there and wreck shit. But, you know, it's like, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So he just kind of gives it, he's going to, I, Charlie, am not able to describe it. So trying to persuade him that, yes, that is something we're open to without saying that is something we're actually going to go do. Is just go.
Gotcha.
The pirates.
Okay.
Well, that's something Waymac wants to go do. It's just axe all the pirates.
Okay.
All the tomb looting, treasure stealing pirates.
Here, let me drop. I'm gonna drop the pirate's image in the group chat for you, so you can get the names as well. Actually, I probably shouldn't. I won't share the image too soon.
No problem. Why is there always a revolution started by the pirates? Because that's the way we roll.
Fair. Let's see here. Okay, I'll put this. I'll put it in the Twitch chat.
All right, cool.
You gonna say there, mate?
What, Waka, would this guy have wanted to be useful after he died?
You say that's a wacko?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm a great and powerful necromancer. What do you think it means?
That's the first one.
I mean, I'm gonna imbue his corpse with the foul facsimile of life and help with this process that you described.
He looks terrified, and he says, Are you to blame for the terrors of the jungle?
No, I don't like that guy. I know who did it though. My intention is to checks to make sure he doesn't have the staff laying around anywhere, just like hidden. Yeah, I want to blow him up.
I mean,
Fire and all that.
if it saves us having to dispose of the bodies, I suppose.
Oh, that's easy for me.
But you cannot go into the streets with that.
I'm gonna put a burlap sack over him.
Actually, I think the general kind of like mouldering, kind of like physical appearance of zombies is a testament to how long they were buried and gone before they were reanimated, right?
Yeah.
So if you mop off the blood and animate a pretty freshly deceased body, I suppose it would just, at worst, it would probably just look pretty drunk.
Don't worry about my friend. He's plastered.
And actually, your type of damage on the shatter is actually keeps them pretty intact. So
yeah,
they would be because thunder is a concussive boom, so it would jelly them. So they would yeah.
Right. So they've probably got
on the inside.
They've probably got some broken bones and stuff. But
yeah, little pulverized, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, here he is. I get to cast
roll
it once per day without a spell slot.
The revolution is is the flames of revolution are being stoked in chat here. Okay, I am going to roll a d20.
Do you hear the singing, the song of angry men?
I am going to roll a d20 in chat, and if it's on a 1 to 10, our smuggler here is secretly, or not so secretly maybe, intrigued by the possibilities of your powers, Waku. On an 11 to 20, he is terrified and appalled. So we'll see how this goes.
Happy with both.
Natural 1. He is the keenest he can be.
Why, yes, I would like to hear a 90-minute presentation on the powers of necromancy.
Oh, don't get Josh started, Charlie.
Necromancy's
have you not been in a campaign with Josh before? It's the key figure in the campaign for Undead Rights in the Wakiverse. Whatever character he plays.
Oh my gosh.
I've never played a character that hates necromancers.
Not yet.
It's next. Don't worry.
Okay, so you see a morbid curiosity wash over the smuggler's leader, and he's like, I once heard one of those pirates from Jahaka Anchorage say, "Dead man tell no tales."
That's a good point. So the virtues of necromancy, especially in your profession, are that undead just do what you tell them to do. So like if you just tell them like, hey, smuggle this out of the city, like they'll just do it.
Is there a radius? Can they stray far from you?
The biggest issue is that you need to recast your reassert your control every 24 hours. But other than that, there's no radial limit. More powerful necromancers are, of course, able to do more powerful things. So I could begin to teach you, but it would take some time for you to reach the level of the great powerful monk.
Also, everyone, can we just settle in and enjoy for a moment that Waku is in fact a warlock and not a necromancer at all? Belied by your overlay frame there, my friend. It's like, how did you come upon such great powers? Let's see. How evil did Dan intend this person to be? I'm curious. Hang on. Sorry, continue, please.
there are a number of artifacts in this world that are capable of imbuing one with power, and I found such a wonderful artifact, and over time I started to subsume its power until I became as I am now, and continue to grow in strength every day.
Could you?
Is it possible to learn such power? Well, not from a wizard. Somebody get that, please.
I know, sorry.
It's Star Wars. Is it possible to learn such power? Not from a Jedi.
What's the story that Palpatine tells? There you go. Phantom's got your back, mate.
Yes.
So he looks. He's like,
Darth Plagueis is the story.
that's it. Thank you. Perhaps. He's like, we just like cut to his inner monologue, and he's just like got these grand visions of like smuggler vessels with a single like living smuggler and then a crew of zombies.
You don't have to profit share.
Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he looks quite keen. We've got I mean,
Wow.
how many chats are there that have immediate Star Wars references followed immediately by oh fuck, what's the musical?
Les
Les
Mis.
Mis.
Les
Les Mis.
Miserables.
Thank you. Les Mis and Star Wars like next to each other.
How many chats have viewers that
Oh, and-
are able
and
to
Davy
just
Jones,
leap
so.
right on a pair of threads? Yeah. Yeah, it just yep.
Yes.
It's a good
Can
chat.
you hear the zombies sing? Singing the song of long dead men. It is the music of a people who will not be alive again.
Dead man tell no tales. All right. Hey, Tig, thanks for the hydrate. Cheers. Get by, as I like to say around these parts. Okay, so, my friends,
Yes, sir.
it seems an all-round enthusiastic and mutually beneficial arrangement has been agreed upon here. Wacko. The only problem remaining is the confusing names. Wacko, the leader. I was like, the leader of the smugglers is Wacko, which we had Waku here, and the leader of the Zentarum, which you didn't get to find out, was Grim. We have Grim in chat off on the. That's Mike's username. But yes, you managed to do things here. Now, as these negotiations are ongoing, the smuggler returns from the north with a weighty pouch, clinking nicely, and a neatly folded piece of cloth. Waku.
Oh. This does seem like fair tribute.
And he puts the cloth on the table and then puts the coins on top, which, you know, due to their satisfying looking weight, like indent into the cloth nicely. And Waku, as you go, kind of grab your hands towards it. Yeah, you do sense a certain arcane presence about this cloth.
Yoink. Wrap the cloth around me like a burrito.
Let's look here. Okay. Waymak.
Yes, sir.
Waku, you know, wraps this cloth around himself, and not immediately to its full possibilities, but as he begins to attune to it, you see his form shift, and like the color of his scales seems to change like towards the color of the rock behind him.
Yeah.
Hey, kitty.
This is Mango. He kept putting his claws in my leg, so that's
Okay.
why he's part of the. Say hello, Mango. Yeah, of course, it's gonna be that way.
Yeah.
All right, so he starts to shift, and his colors, his
He's-
scales begin to change.
He seems to, yeah, so it's like kind of chameleonic effect here, and he seems to kind of blend into the background a little more.
Okay. Does he start to vanish?
That would be excessive. He starts to become more disguised.
Oh, okay.
In the meta for us D&D players, it is a cloak of elven kind.
Very cool.
So that is disadvantage on perception checks against you and advantage on stealth checks by you.
Waku looks around the room and starts to hyperventilate. And he takes off the cloth, and he looks like he's in a serious amount of pain as he walks over. Just and he just throws it at you.
Why? What's the reaction there? I don't get it.
He can turn invisible. He can just no spell slot, turn invisible. So he doesn't need it.
What's that from?
What is that from? I think it's from Shadow Touched. Yeah. I have the feat Shadow Touched, which means I also have a little bit of the Shadowfell magic.
Is that at will? Unlimited?
No, it's once per day, no spell slot.
All right. Waku, why do you reject such a princely gift?
The staff that I used, it partially uses Shadowfell magic, so I feel I can just I don't need it, and he just goes invisible.
Waku, you can do this whenever you wish. Speaking of which, where did you go? Where are you? Hey, stop! Get out of my pouch!
Also, we need to talk about when did Waku get touched by the Shadowfell?
Oh, it's the
In between campaigns, John. In between campaigns.
I was thinking that the staff that he used before partially channels probably Shadowfell magic, so he's probably been fucked up by it.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
That was what I was thinking, but yeah, that's the feat I took at 5.
Okay. Ooh, how about this? Sorry, little Wackyverse world building as we go here, folks. The stuff that you had wasn't the phylactery itself, but a what were they? It was in Tasha's. Where's my Tasha's? Is it right here? No,
It was a Horcrux.
2 seconds.
Yeah. He's gone to get Tasha's team. So while in his absence, I am left to entertain chat. Well, that went much quicker than I thought it was gonna be.
Your
Tasha's Cauldron. One of the few physical books I actually have, which is always nice. There are the crystals, these really cool crystals in Tasha's, that are connected to the Feywild and the Shadowfell. We used one in our Greyhawk game over on the Blades in the Dark. No, not Blades in the Dark game. The game that I played with Phantom and Phantom NJ and stuff. Where are you? Where are you? Magical items. Oh, sorry, I love this picture. This amazing picture of Tasha and Mordenkainen playing dragon chess.
Love it.
So good. Full page picture. That's the one thing I love about the book. So every time I get a new book, it's just like just skip through all of the art first. Here we go. A Shadowfell shard. Yes. So yeah, Shadowfell shard is the art. Really cool.
Mm.
And let's say it was one of those that was embedded in the. It was one of those that's embedded in the staff, and it is the link to the phylactery which is on the Shadowfell, which is safely tucked away on the Shadowfell for your patron's source of power. No, it's Phantom. I was just talking about the Greyhawk game we did in the woods next to Saltmarsh. Okay, because that was also based around one of those Shadowfell crystals. So, yes, so having that crystal in your possession for such a long time has made you this shadow-touched. What was the other spell you chose?
Just a second. Look at my notes.
So yeah, once per long rest you can cast that. The St. Jude one, yeah.
What is the other one I chose?
Was that the St. Jude one, Phantom? No, wasn't the St. Jude one the Blades in the Dark? I think it was just the virtual Greyhawk Con game that we did.
I thought I made a note about that. Animate dead once per day is something else. Let me get back to you on that.
No, that's fine.
Maybe I didn't pick
By the way,
it.
friends over there in chat, anyone who's new, if you want to jump into our Discord and have the chance to play with us from time to time, please do that thing. Speaking of games. Here we go. Turbo's done us an undead version, Waku, of the song.
Oh, we love it.
Do you hear the zombies moaning to breathe again? It's the rhythm of the zombies who don't want to be undead, amen. When their beating of their hearts reverses what they have become, there's a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Very, very nice, Turbo.
Wow.
Very nice.
Okay.
Waku, that is your official anthem.
It is.
Actually, I should say Josh. The official anthem of all of your Wakiverse characters. We just do it. There's like a montage of all of them just like looking up to the horizon. Waku, Tom.
We love to see it.
Also, I am looking forward to when the death curse kicks in and Taln's days are numbered. Because Taln is brought back from the dead.
It's true.
The question is, do we start ticking down for Esmeralda in Barovia and beyond as well?
That's a different plane.
I forget. I can't remember if it's limited to the planes or not, though. It might be. But there are two reborn in Candlekeep Mysteries. I know Daisy's in chat. Daisy, you might get a bit lonely if these guys don't solve the death curse soon enough. Because Cos and Chris are both reborn.
We'll have to see what we can arrange. You know?
It's inflict wounds that I selected.
Nice. Okay. Right, so, yes, you have these smugglers at your disposal. Now, Waku, as you throw off this useless trinket of a cloak of elven kind, you focus your attention on the much more important thing, the heavy, clinking pouch of gold. And there are 100 gold pieces in there.
100 gold pieces.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted. Wings flap a little bit in excitement. But I'm invisible, so nobody sees it.
Just this bag of gold just floating in the air. Because Daisy's putting in a request for Waku to come and reanimate her friends if they die in Candlekeep Mysteries.
You got it.
For the small fee of a handful of treasure.
I mean, that's unironically the cost.
For the mere price of many cups of coffee, you can add to this Cobalt hoard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go coffee lock. So.
Okay.
I would never go coffee lock.
My halfling thief Bard loves the cloak of elven kind. Yeah, I'm sure, Phantom. I'm sure. Embracing your Phantom. Okay, so Wacko, the leader of the smugglers, turns to you, Waymak, and he's like, when you want to seek out this Orlana, we shall be ready to make the voyage.
Excellent. This news makes me quite happy that we were able to arrange an agreement. By the same token, since we are agreed, should you have need of my sword, my companion back there, as points at Hugh, who's, you know.
And Wacko's like, oh, I'm sorry. And he punches that button again, and all the things withdraw, and they just onto the ground.
Or the great and powerful Waku. I must arrange a way for you to contact us until such time as we head to the anchorage.
Cousin Clara says, whatever you're going to do with these bodies, I would like to bring the children through now. Could we please make it a little more, a little less traumatizing to pass through here?
Oh, new zombie friend. Let's clean up.
Okay. Now all of these smugglers are neutral evil, so they're not too fussed about losing their friends. Friends is a strong term. So they help you shift them out of the way, and they kind of tuck them in. That there's a room up to the north there, and I think the kids, like from the sound of that banshee kind of howl from the shatter spell, they're all terrified that this place is haunted now.
They're like little kids going through a haunted house, you know?
Right. And Cousin Clara's like, well, yes, let us, and because there was a couple of adults with them as well, she's like, can you two get them to the surface? Where does this emerge? She says to Wacko, and pointing towards the stairs on the far side there. And let me just pop over here. Just popping over to the city map. Shall I bring you guys over there as well now? Whenever you want to look at this Cholton map, please let me know, because you do have this available to you.
Right. What I am really curious about, though, is how you were able to blank out individual hexes like that.
It comes that way with the Roll20. They are all individual little objects on the.
Oh, for.
And as you go into the hex, I'll just delete each one.
Wow.
Yep.
That's one of those. I'd better be getting paid an hourly to do that,
Right. Okay, so you guys are beneath. Well, let's see. Where would this? Okay, I think the kind of distance that you've traveled. Yeah, let's say that. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. You see, the hill like immediately through the south gate there. This map's rotated 90 degrees. Everyone back home. So south is west. The hill that's immediately through that southern gate there with the tree ants on top.
Yep.
Is, let me close Schultz and open Nyanzaru. Has the Grand Colosseum on top. That circular walled enclosure up there. Yep. And the various hills have these bridges between them. So you see how the Grand Colosseum has that bridge reaching across to the next hill over, which is the Hall of Gold. Calm down, Maku. See over there, that circular one there. Okay, so here's the Colosseum. Your eyes on? You okay? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watching it. Yeah.
This is the Hall of Gold over here. And you see the bridge between? There's a very nice little alleyway here, like right behind that house and under the bridge.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, see that there, tucked away in there?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks like a good spot to come out of this hideaway. So just in the edge of the market ward there, tucked nicely away. Yeah, there are steps going up towards the Colosseum there. Okay, so I think, because the tunnel from the tomb to where the storm drain was quite a long one.
Okay.
So you went
Quite a ways. We
Yeah.
went like halfway through the town. All right, that makes sense.
yeah, I was looking for something closer, but I think
That works.
there's this one back here as well. This is pretty good.
That looks like a very big though official building.
Right?
Yeah. I think
I mean,
that alleyway is.
My idea
I like it.
My idea is that at the on the exit side, because it can't be like a secret door, because you would never know if there were people in the street behind it.
Yeah.
If you were emerging, my idea is that there's a front, there's a business there, which it comes into the cellar.
Do you remember the original Avengers when they're fighting the whatever that alien army is outside of Grand Central Station? There's those buildings down there where that's where the shawarma shop is, and he says, "Let's get shawarma." Iron Man says that.
Yep.
At the end. Anyhow, yeah, it's a little shawarma stand just down there, tucked underneath a big building. Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just gonna say it's cash only business.
Right.
Yep.
You know, the
Good for
guy who runs it has an eye patch. You know, missing a
Shawarma's
finger.
terrible. Never any
It is.
customers.
Right. There are no cats in the neighborhood. It's just like,
Okay, yeah. So let's do that. So let's put it here. Okay, that's just physically, geographically, it's a bit closer to Malah's throat.
what's wrong with the Chulton shawarma? I want Chulton shawarma now. Shawarmas are good.
I have.
We need a song for shawarma. Get on that, Turbo, please.
Sells animals that shouldn't be fed after midnight.
Right.
Nice, Australis, sorry. Okay, so yeah, let's put a little X marks the
Okay.
spot there.
Okay.
Du-du-du. Let me see. Probably make it bigger than it needs to be.
We're up to some vaguely evil shit already. I didn't expect that.
Hooray! There we go.
Where'd you?
little X marks the spot there.
Oh, I thought we were doing down here.
I thought it was because this one's like geographically closer.
And clearly, John doesn't like shawarma.
What do you mean? No, I thought you were talking about in that there was a shawarma
Okay,
place in that alleyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Then yes, so long as it's a shawarma place, that is the only important detail to the location. Is that it is a shawarma shop that also sells animals that can't be fed after midnight or gotten wet.
Actually, yes. Actually, I'll tell you what. Sorry, excuse me being fickle here.
Aw, thank you, Turbo.
It is shawarma. It is shawarma. But
Okay.
I'm just because this is a new idea here. This spot is just too perfect. Here.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
right over by the wall, tucked away, nice little dog
Behind the
leg.
wall,
Mhm.
never gets any sunlight. All the stones are covered with like kind of a slimy kind of algal moss. You know, it's like there's like a faintly fish smell that will never go away. You know, just like what?
Okay, it's official. Putting on the map layer. Boop.
Nice.
Gone. Okay, so yeah, X marks the spot there.
Rufflejacks, Chulton shawarmas are used chum instead of their claimed dino meat, right? Yeah, like
Now, please, sympathize or humor the European. What on earth is a shawarma?
like falafel.
That doesn't help.
like a euro. Sorry, not falafel.
Yeah, it's like falafel.
Sorry, that's the. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
It's a type of Middle Eastern wrap.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
The meat is like usually lamb, and then it's kind of it is effectively a gigantic meatloaf
Okay.
that they cook, and then they slice really, really thin, and it's really
Was it kebab?
really good.
It's very similar to kebab.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, pizza kind of thing. Sorry guys, different deal for the giveaway today. As Streamlabs has put there, if you're following the channel and follow onto CZRPG's mailing list and then follow their upcoming Kickstarter, which is not pledging, just to let you know when it's going, then there's going to be a draw after a couple of weeks of a lucky winner of a physical book. Okay, cool. And I think they probably do fish ones as well.
We're just like Happy Easter, everyone.
Okay, so you
come out in the alleyway behind the shop.
and yeah, you and the you clear away the bodies and the children and the other locals from Malar's throat led through. Now, Waymack, just before you go, Wacko turns to you and he's like, I must ask, where on earth did you come from? That was thought to be a dead end. This is why it was not guarded. I see we shall have to.
And we shall have to guard more closely from our side. We came from the throat, chased out by the zombie hordes.
We heard their horns.
Yes, were you to follow through the passageway? I don't think you would like the reception you find from my extended family. So, good fences, good neighbors, if you know what I mean, Wacko. You stay on your side of the door, we will stay on our side of ours, unless there is an emergency.
Understood. I suggest we have some sort of password, so that our guards do not react unfavorably to anyone suddenly bursting through the secret door.
Waymack looks at Cousin Clara. How about shawarma?
The shawarma's cutting out.
That's our password on the surface.
I'm so...
Hey, come here for a second. Come here for a second.
Yes, great and powerful Waku.
Well, it was our password on the surface, but then people coming into the shop would say it, and we had to disappear a few people.
We open the door. They're like, "What? I was hungry." Yeah.
Have you considered? They could be friends with your god and stuff. Like, why don't I just get them to work like super close?
Ours is not a proselytizing faith. You are typically born into the worship of the great and powerful past.
And yeah, and how was the first person born?
We were... Wacko, what do you think of the goddess past?
I prefer to put my faith in my blades.
An excellent answer. The password will be cat's paw.
Noted.
Nice Nice try, Waku. I appreciate the help, but we take. Never mind.
We're friends now. We look out for each other, right?
Absolutely.
I get you treasure. Well, you get me treasure. And I get you
Followers.
the stuff you want.
Absolutely, we need to find you a temple to loot. We do, or a tomb. Yeah. So cat's paw. I'm gonna put that in the notes.
Got it. Because Daisy, it gets mentioned too often to be a password.
Because they order it. Titty window. and I felt dirty for saying shawarma. I did the titty window. Oh my god.
Okay, so you follow a couple of the smugglers as Wako, the leader, slumps into his throne again, thinking and stroking his chin in an intrigued and excited way for the new possibilities that have been opened up to him and the broader horizons he is now gifted with. You, as I say, follow with a couple of the smugglers up and emerge through a secret door into a cellar with various boxes and things. Waku, you can't help yourself and kind of reach out and try some of the boxes, but you see they're just for show. You know, they're mostly just empty, just to make it look like a legitimate business. And as you go up the rough stone steps and into the shop above, there is a let's see. There is a half-elf in, you know, typical Port Nyanzaru kind of mercantile garb, but they do have that eye patch and a very nasty scar that goes from forehead down to the cheek, passing through. And there's actually a pretty good smell. Seems, you know, why not? If you're going to have a front, why not make some money from it?
Okay, yeah.
And one of the smugglers that led you up from below is like, "One on the house."
I don't see why not.
Please, and he starts looking around like, yeah, one for you and for Brackle, please, as well.
He points up at the menu. There's fish, meat, other.
I will take a meat. What do you want, Waku?
I mean, meat.
2 meats. Looks at Brackle. Fish. And for you, an other.
And
can't wait to tell Colby that we fed him an other shawarma.
And yes, the breads are folded and filled. There are various sauces of varying, you know, spicy strengths. And yeah, you are given your tasty treats and head out through the slightly grimy windowed doorway into the shadows of the alleyway here, surrounded as it is by the building and then the tall wall right in front of you. And turning right out of the alleyway, you can see down the length of the wall in front of you the southern gates there. Not breached. And it seems that the problem has been dealt with. The usual Port Nyanzaru method for dealing with these incursions from the jungle of the undead is to have the treants, you know, mess them up as much as possible and then go out and mop up the remains with the armed forces. And you can see as you... Well, where are you headed? What's the plan?
Well, I guess we should... we have a lead for your personal journey.
But we need to generate some cash, some revenue. And so the kids and everybody, they're taken care of. The
Yes.
adults have led them away. Okay, like we got out of it. Okay, so it's the four of us and cousin Clara. Then it's like
A zombie.
what? And it's and your new friend, Baku.
He doesn't speak.
How are you? Looking at all of the rest of the companions, looking at Waku, because I just had a long rest.
Oh, you used it already?
No, I did the light, the roll. Remember?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
long
So
rest
you
can-
used it already? That's what I was
Oh yeah, I thought it was immediate.
You can choose to
No,
use
no, you
it.
can choose to use it.
Oh, yeah, I'll have used it.
Okay.
I'll have used it. It's all good. Clara, you said that you were collecting information on possible jobs for us to do to raise funds for the expedition.
Yes. There are several options. People looking for versatile, talented individuals. As you clearly are. Well, I knew about you, cousin, already. But your friends seem gifted also.
I'm interested if they're paying opportunities. But I should like a rest of the shorter variety before we continue.
Very well. There is a tea house nearby. How about we retire there?
Oh, sounds good to me.
Picking me out between his teeth. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm a warlock. I get 2 spell slots until a short rest. That's
But-
why I have a bunch of like
They make
one-off
they
things.
such good use of them.
Well, I also like very specifically was like, what can I do to have access to more spells?
Right. So, cousin Clara leads you into the market ward proper, and let's see. Okay, let's get what is our zombie's name here? Do we have a friend's name?
Waku's friend.
Dennis. Name him Dennis.
What?
Oh, sorry, Phantom.
Need a name for just like a generic name for people from Chult. The Taro of Chult.
Fair. Let's have a look. I think there'll probably be a names list.
Because Waku believes in undead rights, right? So
Yeah.
he thinks that people should have the name, an appropriate name,
Okay.
but also he doesn't care enough to like figure out what his name was.
Yeah. So you asked.
No, he's going to like pick the most generic Chultan name he can possibly think of, the Taro of Chult.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is.
Okay. Well, we have lots of possibilities here in chat. Turbo was fastest with Taku.
Too close to my name.
And then we'll skip a few then because we had Smaku and Zaku. Zomaki. Oops. Australis knows the module. No, let's not call them Uptow.
Nothing that ends in "ko."
That's the god's name. Stan. Okay. I have a list of Chultan names here.
Please.
We have. How about Qualu?
Walu?
Qualu, yes.
Sure. His name was Walu.
Qualu. Okay. So I'm just making a note here. Qualu. Kwalu. Okay.
KW?
Yes.
Qualu.
Qualu. Yes. Kwalu. Okay. Right. Thank you for the suggestions, everyone. Okay. And I shall use Qualu's token here to show where you are in the city.
We're going to the tea shop.
So yeah, cousin Clara leads you to these places over here in the market ward, where there's like a large kind of open area, and there are some market stalls and things there as well, but some tea shops in there, and coffee shops as well. What is that place? It is called the Red Bazaar. And she kind of fills you in, Waymack, as your first time in the city, right? You said, Waymack?
Correct.
Yes. And she says to you, cousin, I am glad that you have finally found the time to visit us. It has been quite some time that we have been corresponding.
Indeed, your letters have been informative, educational, and entertaining, cousin. They have meant a great deal to me and to the rest of the family back in our home of Hearth.
I do hope the intelligence has always been good.
Yes, your insight on matters and advice has proven quite useful to mother and father and the rest of the family. Especially having the perspective of one who lives amongst. He looks around. Those who are not Bastetti.
I was curious by your new fellows. Are they to be trusted?
I think so. Hugh and I have worked together many times before in the north. He is solid and capable. I trust him, almost as I trust my brothers in the order. Brackle I know simply as a contact who knows you. That one there, he is different and odd. He seems... that is the word I want for him. As though there is more going on behind his eyes than seems possible, but I get a sense he is to be trusted, even if he is a bit odd. However, as you have seen, he is pretty great and powerful.
Brackle is nothing to worry about. She's local to Mala's throat. Comes by the temple quite regularly. An innocent soul.
That is good to know. Her plumage is quite colorful. I have seen the smaller, the other parrots, but an Aracraca that is that size, it is quite unusual, no?
They have to start somewhere.
True. So, cousin, since I am here and you know what I am about and we seem to have made steps, you had discussed working on fundraising. What ideas do you have? How can we assist in this?
And you,
also,
at this point, you arrive in the Red Bazaar and grab yourself stools at one of these outdoor places, kind of trestle tables between, and cousin Clara gestures over, and there are those style of cups where it's like a metal stand, and then with a glass cup in it. It's that kind of style with very very strong tea.
Qual, stand over there. Just watch.
Waymac, he takes the tea, spins it, sniffs it, and then, like all but steady, puts his face in it, and then claps the tea up.
Wow.
Quite delicious.
Looking around, you see that some of the stands here nearby are purveyors of dinosaur meat. There are big slabs of dinosaur meat here. One of the
Fred Flintstone ribs.
Right, and the gutters that come running through the marketplace are stained by the blood that is done from the butchering here.
Oh, so I bet it smells pretty powerful, and I bet there's a lot of flies then from that.
Reasonably, yeah.
Yeah.
But the ocean breeze kind of keeps them at bay pretty well.
True.
Yeah, the winds coming off the Bay of Chalts there can keep that relatively pleasant. This actually, I just chose this because it was near to where you came out of the hideouts, but this works out very nicely actually. Cousin Clara points across the Red Bazaar at the two inns that are situated here.
Perfect. That was going to be the next question.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So let me read this for you here. The residents of Port Nyanzaru shop for their daily needs at the Red Bazaar. Unlike the Grand Souk, which deals heavily in durable goods and luxury items, the Red Bazaar deals in everyday needs. Locally produced meat, vegetables, tropical fruit. Tej? Do you know what Tej is?
No.
Tej?
No idea.
I'm sure. That might be something that's mentioned different in the book elsewhere. Or is there something real world that we're unaware of? Anyone in chat? Tej? Tej?
A honey wine, like
nice.
me, that is brewed and consumed in Ethiopia
yes.
and Eritrea. I've had it.
Oh yeah,
I have
nice.
actually had it. Alcohol content generally ranging from 7 to 11%. Yes, and it's
That sounds pretty good. Nice.
It actually,
I remember reading that.
Now I remember,
because I have read the module. Just I've also read many other modules.
Right.
And 12 books and all the stuff.
Trying to keep it all straight.
Yeah, totally. Light tropical clothing, insect repellent, useful. Rain catchers, because they use that for their drinking water here, and other household goods. Buyers.
To the. Sorry.
Go for it.
Oh, is the gates, because we're in the Red Bazaar.
Yes.
Just right there by the
that's
Anchorage gate. Those gates are open.
Gate.
Yeah.
They have reopened now. Yes.
Okay. Oh, so when the undead attack, both the gates close, or all
yes.
gates close? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, just in case. It depends. It seems like the incursion was down Mala's throat, but they close up all of them when the horns go, because they want to react as quickly as possible, right? They don't know where they're coming from, so as soon as the horns go, they just close up everything. Although. If the attack's coming from Tiriki Anchorage, they usually have a bit more warning, because the dinosaurs out there in the pens, you see just to the left of the name.
Yeah.
That's where all the main dinosaur pens are. The animals react earlier than humans are aware. And those are the gates that you first came through, Waymac.
Thank you.
So you have seen the Red Bazaar before.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yes, Wario. Yes, it is.
Because what you getting at there, Warrior? What you getting at?
Oh, you thought it was mango.
Oh, yeah. Typical Tabby came in, scratched my leg, got his little bit of screen time, and took the F off. So I don't know where he went.
No, it's nice. Yes, Wario. This is. This sound set I originally created for the city of Bastet, which is in the Southlands setting of Cobalt Press, which I was using as a stand-in for a city in Eberron with our offline game. By the way, Wemak, this sound set uses a lot of stuff from Call of Cthulhu Sirenscape sound sets, because some of the adventure paths in Call of Cthulhu are in kind of Middle Eastern cities and towns and bazaars and the like. Totally, yeah. Okay, so the buyers and sellers are predominantly local here in this section of the market, and Clara points out the two noteworthy inns that are located around the edges of the Red Bazaar. There is the Thundering Lizard, which caters to a raucous clientele. Bed for the night is 5 silver pieces. And then there is another one called Kaya's House of Repose, which is much quieter, but beds there cost a gold piece. And
I don't really need to sleep yet. We could get started on something.
And both of those places are locations that people go looking for adventurers and guides.
What does your intuition tell you, Waku?
That one.
Let us go to that one.
Which was that the Thundering Lizard or Kaya's?
Which one was first?
The Thundering Lizard was the raucous one, and Kaya's was the quiet one.
Waymack finishes his tea.
Was that enough for a short rest?
The equivalent of a short rest has been had, yes.
Okay. Important.
Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. So, how would you like to do this? Would you like to ask Clara and what kind of jobs have come up, or would you like to kind of randomly roll? I mean, I'm still giving you a choice of a few.
Let's look, I'm okay rolling.
Who doesn't love random?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you each roll me a d10?
We could.
4.
4.
A 9.
Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Clara tells you, yes, I have heard of a couple of interesting possibilities. There is a rather eccentric dwarf at the Thundering Lizard. He is quite a wild one, and he was talking about his mine out in the mountains that had been overtaken, and they had been driven from it.
By what?
You would have to ask him the details. But he wants to mount an expedition to reclaim the mine. He was looking for stout-hearted adventurers to help.
Okay.
The other potentially profitable one, it was one of the, and she kind of points up the mountain above you towards the Colosseum. It was one of the gladiators from the Colosseum. He has connections with the Flaming Fist. He often works out of Fort Balarian, but has come into town here. Let's look here. He said there is a Flaming Fist outpost deeper into the jungle that they are concerned that they have not heard from. And he's looking for hired help on an expedition to the fort.
Yeah, that would take me right back home. And I have traveled all this way already. Let us see what the dwarf needs with the mine. Besides, there might be some big chunks of gold laying around for you, Waku. Watch, we're gonna get there. What
Hey,
kind of
Stronghold.
mine is it?
Welcome in.
It's a salt mine.
Well, that would make Waku salty.
I'd be very upset.
Welcome in, Stronghold. How you doing? We're playing ourselves some Tomb of Annihilation. Just getting started, really. We did a little sidetrack from our friend Dan Karn. Some extra fun things to play as you're playing this campaign.
Yeah, I'm not interested in assisting the flaming hand fisty dudes. So let's talk to the dwarf. Sounds like he's got money.
A salt mine. One would hope he was driven from his mine with a full coin purse.
Actually,
One would hope he forgot his coin purse at the mine. And then I go take it.
Cousin Clara says the way to the outposts is not via Fort Valarian. It would be a river journey south from here. Yeah, let me bring you back to that Chilton map.
Okay. Yeah, I was because it said Fort Balarian, so I was thinking back to Fort Balarian.
No.
Okay.
That's where they're based. But the place that they're
Oh,
worried about
down to
is
Camp Righteous.
Yeah.
Oh, all the way down towards Camp Vengeance, and that puts us deep. Oh.
I said what I said.
Again, perhaps we investigate both offers of employment and have a conversation. After all, it does not hurt us to hear what they are offering. Perhaps such a well-known and well-organized and well-equipped force like the Flaming Fist might have deeper coffers than a lone dwarf driven from his possibly valuable mine.
Yeah, maybe.
How about we go talk to them both and find out who is paying more? Will that make you happy, Waku?
Yes.
Let
us do that then. Let us see what the dwarf has to offer.
Wayback, I will say, it does feel strange that the Flaming Fist would have locations deeper in the jungle.
It feels strange that a mercenary company like the Flaming Fist would need outsiders. But okay, yeah.
Right? Because, like, as far as you're aware, with your village being quite close to, where they're based, they only operate from there. And, they lead expeditions into the jungle, sure, but they don't actually travel into the jungle itself very much.
Oh, okay. You're 1 and 1, and I'm picking. Got it. Let us go talk to the Flaming Fist. That was a little evil. Let us go talk to the Flaming Fist.
I look around the room for like a precariously perched plate of food that is being unattended. And I mage hand it onto the floor so the cat stops begging.
Actually, seeing that you're irritated by the cat that keeps begging, right? Waymack will look at the cat and kind of make soft purring noises, and it's going to use Bastet's blessing. The gift of the goddess allows you to communicate in a limited manner with non-humanoid feline beasts. Cat. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in turn. You have advantage on all charisma checks you have to influence them, but cats seldom do what they're told. Oh. Would you shut up, please?
Just like sniffs and struts away.
I knocked over the food for you. Eat the food.
Without looking back, it just like reaches out a paw and like, starts dragging it behind. Okay, so yes, you're gonna head to the Thundering Lizard and chat to these two.
Yes.
Okay. So. We've got a anyone familiar with Monty Python and their Bruce's sketch? We have a slight incoming version of that as the dwarf's name is Hugh.
No.
You have Hugh and Waymack.
Oh dear.
It's a different spelling. It's H-E-W as in Hugh the rock from the rock face.
Okay. Yeah.
Flying monkey friend. Fly up there. Find me the dwarf.
And just kind of like points across. Are you gonna go into towards the Thundering Lizard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you head on over there, and towards the establishment. Let's go inside. And you push through inside, and there's just almost like a haze of pipe smoke just hanging in the air here, and it's raucous by reputation, but it's still fairly early in the evening here, so not too unpleasant at the moment. But a few people are there enjoying the drinks coming in from the festival, and various folks sat around, and the flying monkey kind of flats up towards the rafters and looks around. Cheers, Dick. And then comes back down, so like grabs your head, Wackoon physically points it in the direction of the one of the corners of the room, and there you see a dwarf sat at a table, talking with another couple of individuals at the moment. Let's see. I do have a picture for you. Hugh Hackingstone.
Oh, he's
good dwarf
stuff.
It is a great dwarf name.
Just a moment, please. Come on, roll 20. Gimme. Sorry folks, my computer's being slow. Running all the things. Okay, so you see the couple of folks that he's already talking to just kind of like throw up their hands in like almost like protestation and like shake their heads and walk away.
You want us to do what? For how much?
And he calls out, he's like, "Ah! Cowards! Not one amongst you who would help a poor Dislocated dwarf. Ah!
Waymack looks down at Waku.
Whoop.
He said, "Or maybe we find the flaming face."
As in pitiable. That's what he meant.
Then say what you mean. Ah!
Here you go.
I'm just looking out for. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Nice. Oh. Ooh. Yee. Oh. Wow. He looks like he smells like cheap beer and sour tobacco. Cool. All right. We will approach Hugh Hackenstone.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Just a moment. He climbs up on the bench. I think I overheard your name. Hugh Cutting Rock or something. Anyway,
The name is Hugh Hackingstone, and
hack.
if you are cowards, not in search of glory, riches, and adventure, then be gone from my table.
I am in search of riches. I'm in search of at least one of those things.
Ah, splendid.
I heard that you have been temporally dispossessed of the source of your riches, and you are willing to spend currency to have it reacquired on your behalf.
You're damn right! And he slams his right fist on the table. Not both, because as you actually sit down there, you see he is missing his left arm. It has been too long, and with this influx of adventurers for the festival, I was hoping to find some bold enough to join me. Several years ago, I was part of an expedition seeking to reopen our mine. We were unfortunately set upon by some of your kin. Waku gestures to you.
Dragons.
I was the only one to escape.
That's a good sign, Waymack. And so you still want to open the mine? What kind of mine is it?
Good question.
It's a tier mine.
There we go. It was an iron mine, principally.
Okay.
But, we find all sorts of treasures as we're digging here and there.
Okay. And what you would like us to return possession of the mine to you and your associate? Do you have associates? Do you have an organization?
Not at present, but if the infestation is cleared out and we are able to take back control, then I'm sure I could find able-bodied, hard-working fellows to help me.
I see.
And what do you offer to these bold adventurers to clear out the infestation of your iron mine, Hackenstone?
Each of you will receive 50 gold. And
Waymack looks at Waku, looks back at Hackenstone. Go on.
And any treasures that you can find in the mine.
And how do we contact you if we when we clear out the mine of the squatters.
I'll be going with you.
I think my little companion here is maybe a bit precipitous in asking that question. 50 gold seems like a modest sum for risking one's life for an unknown infestation. How about
a total of 200 gold is a lot of money.
wait? How about 1% of net profits in perpetuity once the mine is up and running, plus the 200 gold, 50 for each, as a surety of trust for us willing to expend our lives in helping you re-establish your business, Master Hackenstone.
Give you a persuasion check.
Perception?
Persuasion.
Okay. If I could find them on my thing. Persuasion. Oh, gosh. It was worth a shot. 12.
12's not bad.
12's not bad.
He looks at you shrewdly. I'll agree to your terms, but only if you agree half now, half on success for the gold.
Look at Waku. You want to be part owner of an iron mine, little Waku. That is the way to build wealth. Or that is how my father told me.
Yes. Yes, I would like that. I can't reach across the table. My hands are too short. Just a second.
Your little vestigial hand.
So he'll get up on the table, kind of walk over and extend his hand.
All right. Yeah, then we accept your offer, Master Hackenstone. When do you want to leave with this expedition to the mine? Where is it?
I will give you the time you need to gather your things for such an expedition.
All right.
And I shall be enjoying the hospitality of the Thundering Lizard.
You do intend to leave for the expedition within a 10-day, yes?
I said, as soon as you are ready. I have been ready for years.
Looking around, we're ready now.
You have everything you need for a jungle expedition?
Wait, Mac, do I have everything I need for a jungle expedition?
Hugh's just like,
We'll take the money.
I shall return shortly.
We need the money. We need the deposit. Can we get the deposit, please? I'll leave my cousin here, just in case, you know.
No, this is my friend. His name
Oh,
is
yeah,
Kwalu. He shall be collateral for you. He does not speak. His tongue was cut as a young man.
I just realized we have a whole scam that we can run across Schultz if you want to.
he looks at you like, I am not much in the mind for hiring ill-equipped fellows.
You are absolutely right. We will require some of the coin, the half deposit, so that we might make sure that we have the requisite equipment and gear to make a safe passage.
Get out of here. Stop wasting my time. Have you ever booked passage from a sailor and then been asked to buy his boat?
You just offered us half. I'm so confused. I'm just so confused. You just offered half.
I will pay half to those who are able to partake this mission.
All right. We will be right back. Back in stone. To the audience out there, went to an Easter brunch, did have maybe one too many mimosas earlier, so I'm a little like, okay.
So,
just like, what the heck?
but before we go, could you? We need to know how much we need to buy in preparation for this journey. Could you do me the brief favor of telling me where the mine is?
He.
Thank you, Rebel Jacks. Yeah. Oh.
Sort of here. Sorry, let me quickly find it for you.
Just gotta waste it when we're not haggling for just a thing.
It worked anyway.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I'm talking to Rebel Jacks.
Oh, the crystal. Yeah.
Because I don't see Baron. Baron was our keeping us alive in Witchlight. I don't see Baron, so I'm gonna be careful with my crystals.
Okay. So, where are you? Sorry, just trying to find it. Okay. Perhaps if you have the means to travel by sea, it would be safer than trekking such a distance through the jungle. It is on the southwestern shores. It is near a place known as Shirku Bay. So you see that down,
We
down
do
here?
know.
I do, yeah.
Yep.
On the wild coast.
Is that the mine there?
There is a mine there. Yes, it is a mine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You're talking to him.
Yeah. I think I know the place. It's near the Cobalt Mountains, which would be why there's kobolds there.
Indeed.
So yeah, we're gonna go get ready and
Wait, Mac, do you want to give me a history check?
Yeah, absolutely. Be my pleasure.
Six. No, I
might burn that crystal because no, I'm not.
I
Okay,
have
good,
also
we'll say it's a six.
been in Chult for a little while, and I am trained in history.
You haven't been down that area of things. It's because from there you kind of took a different route to get to your patron.
Okay.
The Snout of Omgar's further southeast from there. I don't think you haven't been to Shilku. I was just gonna let you know what Shilku's about if you knew of it.
Sure.
I will give Hugh the similar thing.
Excellent. As Hackenstone and Waku look over too, Waymack is turned aside and his eyes are closed and he's dozing because he's sitting in a warm spot of sunlight coming through a window. Just
Message. Hey, wake up!
yeah.
Yes, Waku does have a crystal. Yes.
Anyway, yeah, we'll be back. Thank you.
Okay. You could ask Hackenstone as well. Hackenstone used to live there, so.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Hup, 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 hup.
All right. And
All right.
you head on out to get supplies for your first journey into the wilds of Chult.
Wait a minute.
Yes, Waku.
You seem like a shrewd businessman.
I only know what my father taught me. He is
How shrewd are you?
I know enough to get myself in trouble, is what my mother always said.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Did you hear what the infestation is?
I think he said it was your people.
Yeah.
Why do you seem so excited, Waku?
Why don't we cut him out of the deal? Why don't I just make a deal with the kobolds?
You, Waku, are great indeed. Great Indeed. I'm gonna have to work on Waymac's laugh. That laugh is coming out. He's just like, you know, I am going to serve you to my Cthulhu god.
I like it. I like it.
Okay,
Right.
so my friends, we're over time, so we're gonna have to stop.
I think it's a good place to end it. I think it's a good place to end it.
That evil laugh echoing around the thundering blizzard.
Right. Fades to black. Well, that's perfect too. How about we cut him out a deal? Yeah, exactly. Oh dear.
Okay. I was trying to remember if you'd mentioned leaving the table. He's like, we just pan around.
Oh yeah. I said.
Hugh's just like,
All right.
ooh.
Goodbye. Hop, 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 hop.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Right, so that is where we're going to wrap things up for today. Nice getting some more flavors of Port Nyanzaru there. And we shall return next time, my friends, without the evil Waymack.
Yes, sir. Notes taken on board, sir.
No, as in you're not here next week.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My daughter
Literally.
turns. Yeah, my daughter turns 21. So yeah, we're.
Cool. Congratulations.
I didn't do much. You know, my part of it ended a long time ago. I just made sure she didn't die. It's not as hard as some people make it out to be.
And yeah, we shall set off. Luckily, you have access to shipping, which has been worked out very nicely.
Ironic.
To take a journey around the western coast of Chult and down towards Shilku Bay and the mine of Hugh Hackinstone. Okay, much love to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you for the gifted subs and the follows. Australis, welcome in. I didn't get to say it as you did it right away. We were in a bit of RP there. It's been great to have everyone hanging out with us today, and we are going to see you all again very soon. We'll be back later in the week with Out of the Abyss, Barovia and Beyond, our homebrew Ravenloft game, and those fine folks, including Cuz Daisy over there in chat, with Candlekeep Mysteries, as they're in a bit of a tight spot. lots and lots of scary cultists, and not the ability to take any kind of rest. Cheers, Peanut. Good to see you as always. Okay, so thank you, everybody. If you, as I say, want the chance to get into this cool giveaway, do give us a follow. Jump onto CZRPG's mailing list there and get the notifications on for their new Kickstarter. And if you get those three things, there it is. Yes, you have the chance to win that beautiful book that Charlie has there. An amazing collection of adventures and locations that you can tie together into a miniature in a campaign, or drop them into your existing campaigns. I think they're separated by like terrain, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. There's like
And
this...
it just feels good. It's a book that just feels good in your hands. It's so well designed. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Okay, so yeah, thank you everybody. Please do jump in on that, and if you want the chance to win, we should be drawing a lucky winner to get the physical book later in the month. And jump into our socials and onto the Discord and things if you want to get news about what's going on with us before anywhere else. We have just under 2 weeks until we set off on our new Spelljammer campaign as we dive into the Light of Xaraxis. Cannot wait to play with all of our friends there. And more Frictionless Dan and DM Charlie content in that there. And we shall look forward to sharing that with you all very, very soon. Cheers, Dragon. Okay. Hey, thanks, Daisy. Yep, there's our links tree there. Jump in on all of that goodness. Right. Okay, my friends, thank you so much. We will look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. We are going to head off.
Jungle 8 Waku again.
Yep. But it's okay. He has no links and things to plug. So, but DM Charlie does. Where can people find you, sir?
Here. Hi. Yes, on my Discord at DM Charlie Gaming, where we are a community of passionate and diverse and very inclusive role players. I think most of you have been around and heard this. If you haven't, we're committed to providing you with exceptional and memorable role-playing experiences. Coming up later this month, the Masks of Nyarlathotep, the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition campaign spans around the world, 6 different locations. Probably going to take a better part of a year. We'll be meeting twice a month. Starts at the end of the month. I will be running it. Absolutely insane. Super excited. I have 3 seats left. The Age of Savagery campaign set in the Hyborian Age of Conan. Good Beer and Pretzels campaign. It is a West March. I have 19 players now. Seats for another 21. We play every single week. It is D&D MA, and it is a blast. You can also find it on the Discord. Come on in, play one game, play them all. I don't care. I got room for you, and you'll have a good time. DM Charlie Gaming. Discover your legend. Love your game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will drop your link again, because Streamlabs is getting excited about things.
You dropped that link!
I will. Again. There it is. Okay, thank you. Right, thank you, friends. And yes, as I said, we shall see you on later in the week. I'll be back here next weekend for more Tomb of Annihilation. Cheers, everyone. Do join us as we head off raiding. Some of our friends from our stream charity efforts with Lord Gasumba, Praetor's Rejects, are playing at the moment. And yes, do go off to feed the cat. Indeed.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, the original location that the sound set was designed for has a lot of cats. It is the city of cats. So the Bastet herself walks the streets from time to time. So it is a cool location. Check it out, Colbot Press. Right, okay, friends, we are going to head over and do that raid, but please come along with us and say hello to our friends, and we shall see what's going on over there, playing themselves some D&D as well. So, massive thanks, everybody. Stick around for that raid if you've got to let those phoenixes fly, but till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasumi no sai. Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.
Cheers. Massive thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed that session. And let us also say thank you to the wonderful folks who support the channel: CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Troll Games, and of course the fabulous Sirenscape. If you would like to check them out, follow the links in chat, and of course jump on those tasty coupons if you want to get some discounts on awesome things for your games. CZRPG is a constant source of inspiration with their fantastic products, interestingly written, beautiful maps, dynamic encounter design, original monsters and magic items. Do join their newsletter for all of the information about what's going on with them. And of course, where would we be without those gorgeous Click-Clack Math Rocks from Phoenix Dice, an amazing producer of interesting designs, guaranteed to roll well for players, not so well for GMs sometimes, but that's the way we play. Now, if you would like to support this amazing company with their recycled materials and very eco-friendly way of doing business, do give them a click and look at all of the beautiful dice that they have over in their store. Trollord Games, all of our friends over there. They have their own original Castles and Crusades system, lots of stuff for D&D and all sorts of amazing TTRPG stuff in their store. Click on that link and get your adventure underway. And of course, last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Sirenscape, a fantastic source of music and sound effects that just takes your game to a new level. Fantasy, science fiction, mystery, heists, whatever type of game you're playing, whatever system you're playing, Sirenscape has the sounds for you. And you can pipe that all over the world to wherever your players are through their online player. And if you would like to, you can get yourself a free trial by following the link. And if you become a Super Siren, you can get access to all of their hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of options, make your own original sound sets, and support us too via our affiliate link there in chat. Okay, that's all for today. Another massive thank you, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Stick around for the raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts, Oyasuminasai.